updates on sports stories across the globe, Aaron Akerejola joins us. Good morning, Aaron.
Hey, good morning to you.
And good to see you.
Yes, it's good to be back. Good morning to you, Doctor. Good morning to you. Let's get it started with the game yesterday. The London Derby, North versus West. And once again, it just went the way the first leg earlier in the season actually went, as Chelsea were able to overcome Tottenham Hotspur yesterday and beating them 2-0. Trevor Chalobah getting the first goal, and Nicholas Jackson, a man that has received huge criticism for his finishing, actually just capped it up for the Blues on the day. So as it stands right now, they've done a double. Earlier in the season, Chelsea beat Spurs 4-1 away from home. So you actually look at it right now, European sports are up for grabs, and more importantly, you can see that Chelsea are closing in, and they're looking like they might just be able to sneak one in through the back door. So let's see how that one goes. In the meantime, let's turn our attention to European football, where Bayer Leverkusen have continued their unbeaten streak. At the moment, 47 games unbeaten in all competitions. They are gunning for something massive. And the unfortunate thing is that, let me just check this one in. We hear that Jens Lehmann has actually patented the word or copyrighted the word invincible. So nobody can actually use that word invincibles anymore. But at the moment, Leverkusen are still waxing strong. They beat Roma 2-0 yesterday and putting themselves in a very strong stirred Alonso and his charges to qualify for the finals of the Europa League. Having won the German Bundesliga, they are on the cups of actually winning the DFB Pokal against Kaiserslautern, and now the Europa League is also beckoning. The other game, Marseille against Atalanta, ended 1 apiece. Now let's move away from European football and bring it down to Nigeria. Here in Nigeria, first of all, reports reaching us are saying that the NFF are still working out the fine margins and the fine lines concerning Finidi George, his time with the Super Eagles, and what he's going to be earning, and the people that he will be working with. Although we hear that they've given him a free hand to bring in his own coaches, his own backroom staff. Of course, it will be ratified by the board and also the technical committee of the Nigeria Football Federation. But at the moment, he's not really sure of how much he will be earning. According to reports, he was a cheaper option because no one was willing to actually fork out as much as $70,000 per month to probably pay a foreign coach, or maybe 80 or 100, which is the asking price for foreign coaches here on the continent. So let's see how he actually goes, but wish him all the best as we build up to that very massive qualifier this month. He needs to hit the ground running, and there are no margins for error. We play South Africa, we play Benin. Right now, we are lagging behind, and we are literally hanging by the thread, talking about our qualification for the 2026 World Cup. He needs to deliver a big result and probably settle the nerves of Nigerians, because Nigerians are split down the middle concerning his appointment. But in the meantime, Emmanuel actually lost out on that particular appointment. Emmanuel Amunike has decried the fact that his name has been blooded and has also been probably thrown in the mud, all in the bid to try to discredit him, because there were talks about him, people saying things about his time with the under-17 national team and on the under-20 national team, that he was a rebel rouser, he was a renegade, and they've called him all sorts of names. We know that at a certain time, a particular governor, according to reports, were trying to push him in, and there were too many talks in the media, and ultimately he didn't get the job, and has taken it in good faith. He's a gentleman, he will always do that. And away from football to Formula One, quickly. The Miami Grand Prix is actually heating up, and qualifications will begin today as we'll be looking forward to the main race on Sunday. It's already star-studded because this is the hottest ticket both in America and in Europe, because anyone who is everyone will be in Miami to celebrate this, from these stars in Inter Miami with Lionel Messi and Luis Suarez, who have actually shown up, to Tom Brady and Travis Kelce. We could go on and on. The guys are ready. And they've actually turned events like this into a very, very boisterous event that is a melting pot for several stars. And finally, on a sad note, but not giving up, so to speak, Ese Brume has been denied visa by the Chinese embassy to go to China to compete as a means of qualification for the Paris 2024 Olympics. But the good thing is she still has more than enough time to be able to do this. As a matter of fact, she has probably like 2 to 3 opportunities to do this. But this is sad because she was hoping that she could easily clinch it. And it's unfortunate that her 6.92, we should have qualified her for the Olympics straight away, was rendered illegal because they said it had a wind speed of plus 3.9 miles. So they just decided to actually push that aside. But she will be hoping that she returns to the US next week and begins preparation. And if she doesn't get it, the Africa Seniors Championship that will be taking place in Douala on the 21st of June to the 26th might be another opportunity. Or the Diamond League on the 7th of July, just before the Olympics.
I mean, very sad one. I don't know what's going to be the communication like between the federation and the Chinese embassy and things like that. I think we should have a smoother relationship as regards things like this. But most importantly, Leverkusen is red hot as we speak today. 47 matches unbeaten. I wanted to top the Arsenal record of 49 matches unbeaten. I mean, we all remember famously Arsenal fans wearing the jersey of 49 unbeaten back in the early 2000s. So they're in great form. The coach has a great tactical flair to him. He plays very good football. Leverkusen can just go ahead and just win, the Europa Cup there. And they've done very well from themselves. They've beaten won the Bundesliga, beaten that winning streak of Bayern Munich in a while. I mean, I'm very excited about that. And for Formula One, I think the thing about Formula One it brings to Miami is the economy. And I think Nigeria should learn from this. Miami is deep in the desert. And you can see how they've been able to revamp that desert in Nevada. Close
to the coastal.
Close to the coast. No,
yes,
I know what I was saying. Miami used to be a dead land until Flagler made a lot of money from oil. Flagler came to Miami because his wife was not feeling well and the weather was hotter in Miami. Flagler built up Miami, built up the rail and all of that. Out of nothing, they've turned the economy around. And you can see the kind of economy Miami's put in. That story to also coincide with what happened in Las Vegas, Nevada. You know the story
with my landscape.
So how can we also learn? How can we convert desert areas that terrorists not attack like Zambia forests and things like that to places like Miami? It takes a great deal of investment and a great deal of foresight, and we can do it. Just look at the economy. It's going to be worth billions this weekend in souvenirs and merchandise and everything that's going to be going into the Miami economy.
All right, so Aaron, for me, I had 2 questions that on my mind. The first, of course, is the unfortunate news about Ese Brume being denied the visa to China. Recall only a few weeks back, we talked about our future Eagles under 15 team also being denied to go to Spain. We can't just take these things, on surface level. We need to investigate. Is it a failing of the members to apply on time? Is it late? Is it that we apply late? What is the big deal, or is it that we are targeted as a nation? We know how difficult it is ordinarily for Nigerians to get visas to some of these places, but when it comes to competitive sports, especially for people who already have a recognized name, they know what they do. I don't think women wants to jackpot to China. Or I wonder what the concerns are. Maybe incomplete documents are a lot of things that can, but it'd be great to probe further because it's quite an embarrassment if one of our top stars is denied to go and compete.
Actually, I did probe for that, and her coach, her personal coach, said they were surprised because the same meet that she is about to go, or she was to go for, they gave her a visa. They granted her a visa last year, and this year that is an Olympic year. We
need to check that out because we need to support and encourage our athletes. Why would they say no to her this time? We shouldn't just take it. Oh, they didn't give her this year. It's important to check further. I saw the coaches respond saying that they were surprised themselves. But let's see how as a nation we can support and lend voices to our athletes and our players to ensure that they're not, they don't have to endure this kind of disgrace or embarrassment again.
True.
But good, she has more opportunities to qualify, so that's a good thing.
Okay, Aaron. Let's start from Nigeria. You brought the story about Finidi George, who now has the job. Yes, he has an uphill task in Group C, where we are, Nigeria, that is, we're number 3.
They were number 3, yes.
Right, and we have a match on is it June 7 or So he needs to qualify us. There are also issues about him. But the second part of your story is about Amunike.
Yes.
Amunike, you didn't tell us the full story. Amunike is saying that you people, sports journalists, you were the people who became his problem. That you people were writing stories about how he's a very temperamental person, how he organized the under-20 team to fight the NFF, and how, you know, he had a frosty working relationship with NFF. He believes that he didn't get the job because of you sports journalists. I don't know whether you are part of the Giti team. That actually, but that is the story. You know, because he directly accused the media. So
yes, he did.
The way you
yes,
presented the story, he just made it look like Amunike is just throwing tantrums. No, it's not throwing tantrums. He was very specific about how journalists ruined his chances. But, however, we would like to see whether Finidi George will still appoint him as one of his assistants. As for Finidi George, we're told that his appointment is just for 1 year, and that based on performance, it will be renewable. What we have been arguing about is giving indigenous coaches an opportunity and supporting them. Now, if the NFF does not support Finidi George, we have issues. Chairman Shuku, I've mentioned him on this program. He says, look, they don't pay indigenous coaches. It is when they have foreign coaches that they will pay them, they will be trying.
Foreign coaches are not, that's not entirely
well, that's,
because when you put in Pissarro, when you put in
that's what
Genotros, situations in time past, I think it's a problem. It's a problem that needs solving, and we are hoping that the Nigerian Football Federation, this particular board, are working seriously to ensure that that is a thing of the past. Okay. But the truth is, they always over.
But the other bigger story this week
has
been about Jadon Soncho.
Okay, it's okay.
Right, who has done very well with Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah.
And he was on, he's on loan, right?
Yes, he's on loan.
Yeah. Now Dortmund is saying we would like to keep him. Manchester United is saying we would like to take him back. The big surprise is that a man who was in Manchester United was not given opportunities by Ten Hag. All of a sudden, he becomes a superstar in Dortmund. But okay, on that story,
if you ask me, that's
the thing is that Dortmund will not be able to pay what Manchester United
can well over 350,000 a week.
Can afford.
But let me say something about that quickly.
Okay.
He had a game of games, and a lot of people seem to forget that most of what he has done with Borussia Dortmund in his second sojourn to the German outfit has left a little to be desired. He hasn't really sparkled, but against Paris Saint-Germain, he actually came out and he was a shining light, and everyone seemed to be talking about him. Jadon Sancho seemed to be rotten to the core, and a lot of people still believe, including myself, that at some point he will go back to his old ways, like he has always done. He's a rebel, and he's a man that is always a truant, and that has hampered his development.
In that match against PSG,
just one match might flatter to deceive. The English press might spin it in a way that makes him look larger than life. But the truth is this: he's always late for training, always late to show up for matches. He's always late for everything, and he wears this cavalier attitude that ex-coaches and always puts coaches on the edge, because how do you control it? How do you leave a man to his ways and that particular attitude does not spill into the rest of the squad? That's the big question.
But one of the most respected footballer in the world, Eric Cantona, was like that too.
So,
there's always outliers. So
but the question is he as gifted as Eric Cantona? The answer is no.
With time, he'll get to find his feet. Eric Cantona.
I don't believe that.
Medvedev is out of the Madrid Open.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, beaten again by the same man, the Polish guy, Zek. He's a Czechoslovakian who beat Nadal. Right?
Yeah.
So he's out of it, but
quite a lot of big stars are actually out of the Madrid.
So there's no big star anymore in the Madrid.
With Alcaraz and the rest of them.
We look forward to Rome. Yeah. We look forward to Roland Garros.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you.
Always a pleasure.